Here's a quick one where a husband and father has unfortunately learned the harsh lesson that once a cheater, always a cheater. And in this situation, even though it's your wife and the mother of your kids, you can't stay with them. You give them second chances, they're going to continue doing that. And this guy sadly is learning this and getting rid of her, as well as many other important lessons here. Titled, Gathering Evidence, What's My Next Move? A shout out to AM for sending in this story. So it starts off, says here, I'm going to catch some flack for this, but whatever. I caught my wayward wife having an affair back in May. It was going on for a while, apparently. I was in so much shock, I didn't know what to do, and my first instinct was to save my family. Smack! There ain't saving anything, amigo. I know you want to hurt your kids by breaking up, but you can't. For my kids' sake, I wanted to put in a good effort at saving their childhood from drama. Too late, there already is drama. They have it pretty good right now. The wayward wife kept in touch with the affair partner for a while after I caught them, but she recently told me that she officially cut it off with him. Oh, okay. Thank you, honey, because you've been so honest up until this point that I can just believe what you say. And oh yeah, he's been banging you, but okay, I can trust your word. Bullshit. Divorce her. I've noticed a positive change in her lately, so it lines up. I was getting hopeful that we could work through it, even though we had a dead bedroom for a long time, and she refuses to have you-know-what with me. I know. You know? No, you don't know. Smack, smack, smack. You're basically roommates raising your kids. And yes, your kids is better to have two parents in the house, but she's a big giant a-hole. And she ain't just cheating on you, she's cheating on the kids too. You said you want to save your kids from drama? This is all drama. And you're not getting any? No. And let's see, is she going to change? She travels for work some and tends to need a lot of male attention, not surprisingly. So her trips really stress me out. 3 weeks ago, she's on a multi-city trip, and thanks to one of my kids, I found out that her photos are syncing to the cloud and also her iPad. I discovered a few old love letters between her and the affair partner, which hit me pretty hard. I then find some innocuous but informative pictures, a cocktail glass at the bar, skyline shots, men's sport coat at a store. None of those went to me. I barely got any pictures from the trip. I did get a picture of a pair of shoes that she bought. Oh, great, she sent you a picture of her shoes. Dude, she has no respect for you. She's not sleeping with you. Who do you think she's getting her needs fulfilled? With some other guy? The hell's the matter with you? I know you don't want to break up the family, as all these guys say. It's better to break up and have a separate household. Fight for the kids, but not staying together. When she comes back, she's trying on the shoes in the bedroom, and I convinced her to take some racy pictures with them on. I sent them to her, but she doesn't like them. Well, she just left today for another conference in the Caribbean, so I checked her iPad again to see if there are any photos to suggest that she is coordinating with the affair partner to go with her. Nothing specific to the affair partner, but I noticed that the pictures I took of her were deleted and replaced with topless pictures that she took of herself that were never sent to me. Gee, what's her excuse? She was taking them so when she had her, annual breast exam, women get those things, make sure they don't have breast cancer. Is that what her excuse for? Really? Leading up to this, the next trip, she went tanning, bought a new bathing suit, sunglasses, and several new outfits. Bro, she's showing you right in front of you the actions that cheaters do. Come on here. Really? She's laughing at you. I'm laughing at you, kind of. And I don't want this to happen, but seriously. I also noticed a screenshot of itinerary on Airline A to the city that she's going to, which is interesting because she sent me an itinerary on Airline B that leaves 30 minutes later. I eventually figure out that the screenshot on Airline A belongs to a different coworker that I long suspected that she was involved with. I then find out that she bought a ticket 2 days ago to sit in the seat next to him on that flight, but lied to me and told me that she was traveling alone on Airline B. If he confronted her initially about her cheating back in May, whatever it was, you think it would be like, if we're going to stay together, then you're going to stop that job. There's going to be no more travel, let alone international travel to the Caribbean and stuff like that. No way. Look at him allowing this to happen. She knows she can do whatever she wants to this guy, at least up until this point. She wanted to get to the conference early to sit on the beach and relax. She also left for the airport in a pretty nice dress. Oh, yeah, because most people flying coach, and they're packed in like sardines. Nobody wants to wear those nice clothes, like men wearing suits Or women wearing nice tight dresses. They're not too comfortable when you're packed in like a fucking sardine in coach. Unless you're flying in first class or Comfort Plus or something. And even then. So as of right now, I have evidence that she lied to me about what flight she was on. And I have proof that she was sitting next to him on the flight. She doesn't know that I know this, and when I talked to her tonight, she claimed to be alone all night because the conference doesn't start until tomorrow, and she doesn't know anybody there yet. Pinocchio's nose is growing. I'm pretty sure that the topless pictures went to this guy, but I don't have any proof, yet they're sleeping together. They've worked together for years, and he's married with 2 young kids. Well, that's how cheaters roll. Do I lay low and try to get more evidence from her phone when she gets back before confronting her? At some point, I have to blow my cover that I'm stooping, but for my kid's sake, I really want to put the nail in the coffin before I filed for divorce. I know, one affair should be enough, right? ? Bro, you have all the information you need. She already had the affair. You had evidence. Obviously, you discussed this. Divorce her. Go see it when the kids are in school, or when you take them over to their friend's house or something like that and you get some free time. Go consult a lawyer. In fact, multiple lawyers in the area, because then she can't consult them. And it's time to end this. You are being played for a fool and being made a fool of. They're laughing at you. You're not getting any. She's hooking up with guys left and right. You really expect her not to change? Your kids are better off in a divorced situation where they can be with you, have a normal life instead of this. It's only going to get worse. Once a cheater, always a cheater. You don't take them back. And right here, this is exactly what you see. But some guys just have to suffer and suffer and suffer to get this, So I'm glad he wants to end it with her. At least that's what he's claiming, but we shall see. Now, a few comments here before I wrap this up. One guy says here, do you have any other proof of infidelity, like admission via text? Will it benefit you in the divorce? If so, for financial protection and an advantage with the custody, gather more evidence, and you have to divorce her. Kids are sponges. Even if they don't know the particulars, they can tell when the dynamics have shifted in your interactions with your wife. She doesn't respect you or your marriage. Ding, ding, ding. You're not even an option to be your husband anymore. You've been reduced to a warden, having to riddle yourself with anxiety to prove she's where she's supposed to be. Doing what she said she would do, which she's not. That's how she has gaslit you, emotionally abused you. Get in touch with a divorce lawyer yesterday and listen to whatever they tell you to do. Best wishes, keep me updated. Yeah, this guy's going to be okay. It's going to be hard for a while, but he's going to be okay. You can't do this. And I want to make something clear. She isn't just cheating on him. She's cheating on the kids too. Another one. You're dancing around the subject instead of simply finding a lawyer and serving your wife with divorce papers. What further evidence do you need? At this point, it's pain shopping. She has no respect for you, doesn't perceive you as a romantic partner anymore, and you're only her safety net for her. Guys, as if you don't know this already, plenty of women will marry men they're not at all in love with, at all, purely because they want to have a sure thing that will propose to them, marry them, and have a family with them, and won't cheat on them. Meanwhile, they can get their guy, show off their wedding pictures on Instagram and Facebook and all that, and have their wedding before they're 30, have kids, and usually those kids aren't always the husband's kids, and go have fun with Chad and Tyrone on the side. And even if they get caught, they figure the guy will still stay because he's a spineless bitch. You act like a bitch, you get treated like a bitch. And one more. Guy says, gather evidence. Know her weak spots. Does she like to project like she's an excellent wife and breadwinner? Might be time to tell her family how she likes to provide for others as well. Don't mess with her job. Not yet. If you cause her to lose her job and position, it can come back to bite you in alimony. The important thing is leverage. Find out about the affair partner. Is he married with kids? ? Also, DNA test your children. It does not matter that you know they are yours. This will show you that her trust is at 0. After all, who knows how long she's cheated? If this does not shock her, honestly, there is no going back. Even if you could somehow learn to forgive her, and she shows she's unable to even contemplate a life where she has to accept fault, then her ego will never allow her to be monogamous. She's never going to be monogamous, okay? And yes, he needs to DNA test those kids, even though I'm sure this guy, any guy would be dreading that answer, but I'd have to know. I'm sure most of you would have to know. But anyhow, yeah, don't get her fired from her job, because then that screws things up and he's paying her alimony, Keep it cool, keep it away from the job and all that. And once they're divorced, then he can ruin her, maybe get her fired and that guy too. And oh, yeah, by the way, make sure that dude's family finds out as well. down the road when ready. So, yes, he's acting like he's taking his time and doing what a lot of guys do, but no, it's over. End of freaking story.